Hi, my name is Jem and I don't fucking read ever. But genuinely, I reorganized my shelves, which you could probably tell if you've watched any of my videos lately that this is a bit different. And as I was rearranging them, I realized like just how many books on my shelves that I have not read. A lot of it is because like my genre has kind of changed lately. Like I used to be obsessed with like young adult fiction, young adult fantasy. But lately I've really been enjoying literary books and like literary fiction and new adult. But the books that I have stacked here, which you may or may not be able to see in frame, are books that I still do want to read, even if they're not in my favourite genre, but I just haven't got around to it yet. So let's get started. The first one, I believe, I hope I'm getting this right, Zakaya, but I believe it's one of Zakaya Taylor's favourite books. I hope that's right. It's The Diviners by Libba Bray. I bought this ages ago and it actually still has the sticker on it. The reason why I bought this is a few years ago we sold my house, or my family's house, and before that there was an inspection going on, so we weren't allowed to be in the house. And I was just walking around, I saw a bookstore and just wanted to buy a book, and I picked this one up. I don't know what it's about. I genuinely don't know what it's about. But I've heard nothing but good things from Libba Bray as a whole, and I know so many of my friends absolutely adore this. I just really hate long books. I hate anything over like 350 pages. And this has well over 500, maybe even 600? 578. So I definitely have to get myself in the zone to read this, but maybe I'll read it soon. I don't really know. The next one is Replica by Lauren Oliver, and when I was younger I loved the Delirium series, and I picked this up because of the concept. Everyone was raving about it. It's like one side is one character, the other side is another character who has the same name as me, Gemma, spelt the same way as well. That's amazing. And like so many people like raved about this when it was first out, and I bought it when it was first out, but I never got around to it. And so now I'm not even sure if I like want to read it really, because it doesn't really like appeal to me anymore. But I mean, it's just such a cool concept, because I've heard like whichever way you read first will really alter your view of the second half. So I don't know. I think this is about like girls in like a test subject. I genuinely don't know. I'm so bad. I just buy books just cause. Don't even know what they're about. The next one pains me to say, because I did actually start reading this but never finished, and it is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. I love Patrick Ness. Chaos Walking, one of my favourite trilogies ever, and A Monster Calls made me cry like a little baby. And so when this came out, like in Australia, a lot of like really hyped up new releases come out in hardback before they come out in paperback. And like, I'm excited for a book when I buy it in hardback. But I actually just never got around to reading this. The premise is super cool. It follows a group of people who are living in this kind of like post-apocalyptic do-or-die kind of world, but they're not the protagonists. They're the people who sit on the edge or the fringe of like the hero. And I just think that's so cool, like just reading about a novel about a person. I just think that's so cool. And it has blue edges, it's bright yellow. What does this say? I'm trying to oh, fuck it. Okay. Everyone has to be the chosen one. Oh, not everyone? Not everyone has to be the chosen one. Wow, I'm so good at this. But yeah, I don't know. I love Patrick Ness. I actually have a few Patrick Ness books on my shelf that I haven't read, but this one's the most disheartening. Yeah, I don't know. I do actually want to read this soon though. The next one is The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simmons. I know so many people love this book. It is a World War II historical fiction following a Russian girl, I believe, as she's like trying to avoid the German army in Leningrad. I was really excited to read this. So many people love it. But recently, I think I was watching Peruse Project's books that I used to love, but now I don't. I think it was in that video where she brought up some really problematic lines, and I was like, what? I'll see if I can find some screenshots of like lines that make me uncomfortable. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna get to this. I mean, I only paid $3 for it in like a thrift store, so I'm not that cut if I don't get to it. But like, I don't know, I've heard so many phenomenal things about the writing, but if it's problematic, I don't want to waste my time on it because, like I just said, I hate fat books. Speaking of fat books, we have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. That is impossible to say with a lisp. Yeah. Still has the... Oh no, I didn't pay that much for it. Anyway, this is a high fantasy novel, I think, or maybe just fantasy novel about who knows what. I think Zakaya likes this as well. It's super duper fat, and I think I bought it because it was on sale, not necessarily because I want to read it. But I know so many people love it, but I don't know. I feel like Patrick Rothfuss for me is in the same category that like, what's his name? Brandon Sanderson is, because like their books are just so big. And I just fucking hate reading a book for like longer than a week if I want to be reading, but it's going to take me so long to get through. I don't know, guys. I just hate reading fat books. It makes me, I don't know. And they're a pain to cap. I'm going to stop talking. And last but certainly not least, another one of Zakaya's favourite. I need to get my act together. It is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Literally everybody and their grandmother has read this. Everybody and their grandmother loves it. I can't say I'm in either category, so I don't know. What is this about? Is she like a monster tamer, maybe? Oh no, that's a different book that I'm thinking of. Oh, so it's like a war between Elsewhere, which is like this demon world, maybe? Genuinely, I don't know. I'm terrible. I have so many books on my shelves where I'm like, I can't tell you what this is about. I just buy. My card hates me. So that wraps up the popular books that I have not yet read. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but until next time, bye guys.